Well, hello, everyone. I'm Joy, and I would like to welcome you to the show today. I'm excited to have you here. You will feel my energy, and I feel your energy as well. So that's why if you can't make the live calls, then definitely check out the recording, but there's nothing like being on live. It is an amazing experience, and plus you will get to chat. So if you have any questions or comment, you can just put it in the chat feature and I'll respond to it during the call at the end. Okay. So today's topic, I'm so excited about today's topic. It is amazing. And it's something that is not talked about enough. It isn't. It's not talked about enough at all. And because of it, I believe it is the problem and causes a lot of other problems. And that's usually the deal with problems. It doesn't have just one issue. It spills over and causes other issues in other parts of your life. Same way as positive changes that you start to make a habit. They start to spill over into other areas of your life. So it's something that we have to know that it's with both, with the negative and the positive. Now, what our topic is today is what sex have to do with it? Or what sex got to do? What sex got to do with it? Oh my goodness. Chances are you're never going to hear me sing. I don't say the word never. You will rarely hear me sing on these calls. Why? Because I know my gifts and talents, and I know what are not in my array of gifts and talents. So that would be one of them, that I was not blessed with the voice, the gift of song. I don't sing like a hummingbird, but the bottom line is I like to play around with it. And by golly, if I want to, I'm going to. But I won't make you suffer through it for long. Just a little bit, so that I can get my point across. All right. So what's sex got to do with it? It has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with it. There are so many benefits of sex, it's not even funny. And I love the fact that I'm comfortable talking about sex. So I believe that you guys can send the thank you cards to my mom in advance, because it's because of her that I can freely talk about sex, because she's just one of those people that she just opened her mouth, and you just never know what will come out of her mouth. You never knew. And she's still like that. And I have that trait, obviously. But you just never know what would come out of her mouth. And so she would mention sex. She would mention anything, and you would know her point of view on it. So I'm comfortable talking about sex, and it needs to be talked about. But again, as I mentioned, it's not talked about enough. So how do you get your information? How do you know what benefits are, what benefits there are in sex? Okay. If you don't know there's benefits of something, you're not going to partake in it in the exact same way that you would if you knew that there was benefits in it. That's just the bottom line. If you knew that there were zero benefits to working out, say that was the reality. Okay. Zero benefits. Would you do it every day? No, because you would say that's a waste of time. You do it because you know the benefits. So you're sold, but you're not going to be sold on something if there's no way that it can benefit you or make your life better or improve your life in a certain way. So you have to know what the benefits are so that you can get more enjoyment from it. And so it has a huge thing to do with health and wellness. Yes, when you're in the midst of making love, hopefully you're not thinking about calorie burn or anything like that, although you are burning a couple calories. But the point is that when you're doing that, you have a lot of benefits, and it's affecting your health and wellness. So just know that, because you can enjoy it even more. Now, let me tell you something that's very interesting. We put a question of the day on our sign-in sheet for our clients to fill out. One of the questions that we asked one day is, what is something that you pretend to enjoy, but you really don't? And someone on there, her response was sex. Okay. Think about that. What do you pretend to enjoy, but you really don't? Do you think that her husband does not know that she's pretending to enjoy it and she really doesn't? Do you think that's not affecting her in her life outside of the bedroom? It does. And I'm going to tell you how I know it does. A lot of things can affect whether you enjoy it more or enjoy it less. Okay. There was a lady once, she told me, oh gosh, this was like 6 years ago. She had implants, breast implants. And I was like, oh, okay, you're having breast implants. And we were talking about them. And she said, yes. She said, my sex life has improved so much since I've had them. My sex life has just gone through the roof. It's just amazing. She was like, it is unbelievable. Why? That's her perception based on how she feels about herself now. She has more confidence, higher self-esteem. I mean, it caused her to feel better. So great. So it increased their sex life. Maybe her husband enjoys them as well. So therefore you have two people happy now. So there are things that can improve it. And when it improves, and she even said it, when it improves it in the bedroom, it's going to improve it in areas, all the other areas of your life. So now she puts on her suit to go to the office to close the deal, and she closes that baby. Why? Because she's confident. She just had a good night of sex and she experienced a little sexual transmutation, which we'll talk about in a minute. So she's on fire. She's confident. So that's what I mean by don't think that the lady who said, I'm pretending to enjoy it, but I really don't think that she's missing out. She's missing out on some things. Don't think that she's not. She's missing out on things in other areas of her life, not even including what she's missing out on from the act in and of itself. Okay. There's other benefits. And so we need to make these benefits clear to you so you can enjoy the whole process and get excited. I mean, everything we do, guys, we should love. Everything we do, we should love. I'm talking eating healthy, working out, getting dressed up, going to work, getting in the car to drive on a road trip, or whatever you're doing. It should make you feel good all the time. You should have this sense of joy and peace and love and happiness residing on the inside of you moment by moment. Why? Because all we have are moments. That's all we have. I can't promise you anything for tomorrow. I can't even promise you anything for 25 minutes from now. I can only promise you this moment so you can only enjoy this moment. There are people who may have wanted to get on the show today to listen, to hear, but they didn't for whatever reasons. And so that was something that they could have enjoyed. It could have made their weekend better. But you made the choice to listen. You made the choice to be open-minded. And so therefore you're going to get benefits from it. Bottom line. Me speaking it, because our mouths and our words are so powerful, me speaking it, I have benefits from it as well. Because we can never hear anything once and be done with it. We already know that we don't even retain everything that we hear. So when you say it, you get it even more. When you do it, you get it even more. When you practice it, you get it even more. So right now, I want you to be open-minded. I want you to sit back and relax. Okay? Sit back and relax and expect to get something. Because if you don't even expect to get anything, to get at least one nugget, you won't. So you have to expect. So what are some of the benefits to sex? I want to start off with a fun fact. I love fun facts. I want to start off with a fun fact. Do you know that for every guy who is overweight, once he starts to lose weight, that the appearance of his penis, it starts to appear larger. How awesome would that be for his wife? Huh? Really awesome. So he's missing out on a benefit by carrying on the extra weight, and he doesn't even know. And so not only is it affecting him, but it's affecting his wife as well. Did you know? I'm going to say it like that because that sounds so cool. You see that in the magazine? So you're just looking through a magazine and it has the words, did you know? And you kind of perk up and get excited. You're like, what? I want to know. So that's how I'm going to phrase it. I'm going to start it off like, did you know that sex improves your sense of smell? After orgasm, production of the hormone prolactin surges dramatically, causing development of new neurons in the part of the brain that senses smells. How awesome is that? Sex reduces heart disease. Yes, yes. So you mean to tell me you're pretending to enjoy sex and it has all these benefits? Sex reduces the risk of heart disease. Sex promotes weight loss. I need a shirt that says that. My husband would be like, where are you wearing that shirt to? Honey, I'm helping the world. Support me, baby. Sex promotes weight loss. Yes, sex is exercise and spirited encounter. So an enthusiastic encounter burns about 200 calories. Okay? It's about the same as an equivalent to running 15 minutes. It helps to strengthen the muscles in the pelvic area, the thighs, the butt, the arms, the neck, and the chest. So it's just awesome. It boosts production of testosterone, and that leads to stronger bones and muscles. And what's awesome is, I mean, when you think about that actually is amazing, because our bodies are meant to move. And so not only are you getting physical benefits, but you're getting those psychological benefits, the emotional benefits, the bonding benefits. It's just so much, okay? Sex promotes pain relief. So if you're in pain, go have sex. Yeah, you heard it here first, people. Sex promotes pain relief. Immediately before an orgasm, an enormous number of happy molecules called endorphins are released into the brain. Endorphins alleviate all kinds of pains, including aches of back pain, headache, including migraines and arthritis. In women, sexual activity also increases estrogen, the production of estrogen, which can reduce pain as well. So pain reliever, sex. Did you know that sex boosts the immune system? It boosts the immune system. Wilkes University study reported that people who have sex once or twice a week show 30% higher levels of an antibody called immunoglobulin, which turbocharges the immune system. How awesome is that, guys? How awesome is that? I mean, sometimes I'm blown away. I say it a lot, especially when I do live seminars. I just always, it's very rare I would not make the statement that our bodies are amazing. Don't ever say anything negative about your body. Don't ever look in the mirror and say one negative thing about the outer or inner part of the body, because from the brain to the toes to the organs to your fingertips, oh my gosh, everything. It's just amazing. It really, truly is. And when you think about that, it blows you away. Sex reduces urinary incontinence, which is an issue with especially women after they are past the age of 40. And sometimes even in their 20s and 30s, if they had issues when they were pregnant, and they continue to have issues with urinary incontinence. So there you go. Sex helps with that too. Now, this one may be one where you're like, huh? And you're scratching your head. Sex promotes or protects against tooth decay. Crazy, right? Is that crazy? I mean, I just don't understand. That's amazing. It says semen contains highly absorbable rich concentrations of zinc, calcium, and other minerals shown to retard tooth decay. Okay. Did you know that sex contributes to prostate health? Many urologists have noted the connection between infrequent ejaculations and prostate cancer. A study recently published by the British Journal of Urology International asserts that men in their 20s can reduce by a third their chance of getting prostate cancer by ejaculating more than 5 times per week. So regular sex is key.